Welcome to another week. iRaise Radio, where radio gets real. I am just Damion.
I'm Lynn.
I'm gonna take you to the edge,
and I will keep you grounded.
Yes. Welcome to another week, and we got some good things in store for today's show. We have the one and only Miss Chelsea Stalling Whittington.
You got it right.
Got her name right. First try.
Those names.
Yes. And also we've got our F and Truth question of the day. Well, not question. It's not really a question. It's a topic that we'll be discussing.
Yes.
And then Crystal has her crystal clear moment where some person writes in and they tell us all about Crystal and what she brings to the table.
They tell about me?
Yeah, no, actually they tell about their problems that they bring to the table.
I was going to say, is that how that works now?
And then Crystal comes in with her, would you say advice?
I try.
Okay.
Little nuggets of wisdom.
Nuggets.
That's what I try. Just little droplets. What's that mean?
I don't know.
Where
It
like
sounded
this?
Gross. Sprinkles?
The
sprinkles of wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, I will go with the sprinkles. Yeah. So we got a great store, a great show and store, great store and show.
What?
Yeah. So, you know what? Every week we start off with the news and want to try something a little different because the news is rough right now. And one of the things Crystal gets on me about is looking for good stories to report on. And unfortunately, there's not much. So I want to put it out there to our listeners and say, you know what? You tell us what's good.
What's good going on in the area?
What's good going on for you? It could be you got a promotion. It could be something going on in your life. What's good?
All right.
So with that, you can give us a call, 845-1100. That's 219-845-1100. And share what's good. We'll get you on the air and get things going. So give us a call.
What's up. That's a nice little twist.
Yeah,
he just sprung that on me too.
No, I mean, you said you wanted something positive. So I was like, let's take it to the people.
You're right.
Let's put it in the people's hands and see what's it look like? What's good? So you can give us a call, 219-845-1100, 219-845-1100. Don't forget to like us and share the link on Facebook Live right now. You can actually check us out. See what Crystal Lynn looks like. She got her long flowing hair that she does not like to comb.
I didn't do it either. I didn't.
I
just pulled
to
it
share
back.
that fact. That
I made it look like
she does not like
that
to
I was
comb her hair.
going to do something with it, but reality is just.
And then,
but you don't comb yours either.
Shut up. And you actually get to see what Crystal calls, AKA the Black Cheeto, the one and only Just Damion.
All right.
And she goes in hard on me. I don't understand why.
All right.
But it's supposed to be all love.
It is.
I
promise you it is.
I don't feel it at all. Let's see. Starting off, while we're waiting for people, you can actually, like I said, you can give us a call. And actually, you can post on Facebook Live as well. What you got going on?
I guess
good?
We should get on Facebook Live.
I'm already there.
Oh, okay.
I'm already there. So you can let us know what's good, what's going on in your world.
So we had the opportunity to see a great performance this past week. They just wrapped up the production of The Wiz.
Yes.
At the West Side Theater Guild. And they did a total of 12 shows, I believe. Or maybe it was 14. It was a lot.
Yeah, great performance.
Over the course of 2 weeks. And 16? Oh, I'm sorry, stand corrected. There were 16 shows. And there were a number of local, I wouldn't even say local stars. There were a number of stars.
Local talent.
Who really shined. I mean, you really saw the characters come to life, and the story was just brought together very nicely. And so if you had the opportunity to see it, great. If you didn't, I know it was sold out like day 2.
Yeah.
So I actually heard of people who thought, oh, I can just go and buy a ticket, and they were turned away. So big shout outs to Mark Spencer and all the work he's doing over there at the West Side Theater Guild. I know that he's really pushing the season passes for 2018, so you can definitely reach out to him and get more information on what that looks like, because you don't want it to be an opportunity like this again and you miss it. So make sure you're supporting.
Happy Teachers and Nurses Week.
Is that what that is? I feel like every year a new appreciation pops up on the calendar that I've never heard of.
Holidays, so.
Because I saw some for cupcakes for nurses, and it was like, I said, when did the nurses get a holiday?
This is Teachers Week.
Not that I have anything against them. I'm just curious that every year we're just going to add something. Like, there was, what was it? There's like Sandwich Day now. There's Cupcake Days.
The days are different than the actual appreciation days. So, there's a pizza day, there's a donut day, and then those businesses that actually sell those items, they usually have some type of promotion item or something, promotion deal that'll run. But
Yeah.
shouts out to Richard Wilford. He was our guest last week.
Yes.
And he sat in the hot seat. And we actually emceed his book signing on Saturday. So that was cool.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, great time. Let's see. Also, what else? What else took place?
I don't know.
I don't either. So it is what it is. We're going to jump into Crystal's Clear Moment. Crystal
Right
Clear's
now?
message. No, we don't have to.
I just feel like you don't give me time to warm up
My
or
apologies.
anything.
Go
I
ahead,
just got
get warmed
here.
up. Go
That's
ahead,
fine.
get warmed
That's
up. I
fine.
mean, if you can go ahead.
You can go ahead. Give me an introduction
I just received
or
a
something.
message on Facebook of something, an event that's coming up.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the Go Women Empowerment Seminar that's taking place Saturday, June 3rd at the Genesis Convention Center that's located in Gary. Sponsored by Achieve Against All Odds, founded by Paulina Johnson. And actually, Paulina reached out to me today. We're supposed to see about having her on the show.
All right.
So you can actually go to her Facebook page and check it out there. Don't forget, you let us know what's good throughout the show. You can post your posts live on Facebook Live, and we'll get to them. And if you want to give us a call, you can give us a call at 219-845-1100 and tell us all about what's going on. One of the things that is interesting about coming to you live every week now from the Strack and Van Til Studios here at WJOB is the fact that there's a big monitor. You all can't see it, but we can. And it's interesting because from time to time while we're talking, we'll catch a glimpse of ourselves. And
Just a glimpse.
if I'm not ready and I'm making the wrong face, my apologies for those of you all that are watching at home. It is what it is. I try to do what I can to control all of this. You know, it's hard to manage.
Keep
sometimes.
trying. You ready?
Wow.
I'm
Yes.
ready for this.
With that being said, we're going to go right into the crystal clear message. Here's your crystal clear deliverer, Crystal.
Oh, I would hope it's Crystal who's giving it to you. No. All right. Dear Crystal, I recently had a baby and gained 25 pounds. My husband and I decided to go on a post-baby diet, which includes cutting out carbs and sugar. Over the past month, he has lost about 15 pounds. I have lost only 8. The problem is he constantly is talking about our diet. He dictates everything that we eat, although he refuses to cook. He also wants to know my exact weight to see how I am doing. I'm too embarrassed to tell him my weight as I'm a few pounds heavier than he is.
Wow.
Why doesn't he understand that weighing me is very embarrassing? He constantly tells me he loves me and wants to help me live a healthy lifestyle. And I should also mention that I've suffered from emotional eating my entire life. Please give me advice.
I'm not going to say anything on this.
No, you can't because you're extra skinny.
Wait a minute. You don't have to be offensive about it.
I'm just going to be real because when I saw the pictures of me and you standing next to each other, I
Here
felt the
we
same way
go.
that she feels. I mean, the thing about it is, I think women are more self-conscious about the whole weight thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's always on the forefront of our mind, whether it's a vanity issue, whether it's a comparison issue, whether society expects us to look a certain way, or we put these pressures on ourselves. Weight seems to always be in the top 3 things that women are working on, to me. And maybe that's just me. I know that I've worked on it continuously for 5 years.
Okay.
I can say that in my early 20s, I had a I don't care attitude, and it went the wrong way. And so then I cared too much. And now I'm in that in between where I care enough to make small changes, but not hard on myself, that I'm making unrealistic goals for myself. And the thing that I want to point out is if you just had a baby, you already winning, because there's a reason behind your weight gain. Even though you mentioned that you had some emotional eating problems in the past, when it comes to baby weight, you can lose it a little differently than you can if it's been sitting there a while. Mm-hmm. So one thing I want to do is encourage you to talk to your doctor about what it is that your goals are, because with anyone trying to lose weight, and people who have followed me over the years, I've lost a total of 60 pounds. And have fluctuated over time. But I know that it's an ongoing battle for a lot of people, and it's really about just being consistent and finding what works for you. There is not one magical pill. There's not one magical plan. And the thing about it is you can't be hard on yourself, and you can't be trying to lose the weight for your husband or for anyone else. You have to be able to do this for yourself and be happy with what you see in the mirror. So the first thing, like I said, would be going to your doctor. The second thing is to have a realistic idea of what you want to look like, and it's not a number. It's usually how you want to look in a particular outfit. Maybe it's a dress that you used to really admire yourself in. Whatever the case, do not have such a strict number on the scale that it discourages you when you don't lose it. For me, I lost 3 sizes before the scale actually moved, and I thought it was something seriously wrong with me. And I had to again get a grips on my reality that it's not about the scale victories, it's about the overall. And hello, we have our guest here, and I know she can definitely speak on this matter too, because we together have been part of the same team, right? That's another thing that you really want to make sure you surround yourself with, is a good positive team when you're trying to lose weight, especially when it comes to women. We need that warm fuzzies cheering on. You can do that. Go, girl. Get it.
So question.
Yes.
Can I say something to the man in
No.
the situation?
No, I'm just kidding.
unless you're gonna tell him to back off.
No, I'm going to say, just coming from the area of being supportive. Just being supportive. So if she wants to lose 5, she wants to lose 10. If she's comfortable where she's at, just being supportive to her and her needs. Because at the end of the day, she sacrificed her body to bring in your child.
This is true.
Very true.
This is very true.
So that's the only moment of seriousness I'm going to give you.
Okay, I was going to say.
I was like, who is this guy you haven't seen?
Because Damion usually wants to go all the way there.
If the window's here, that's all you get.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. But yes, I mean, you got to find the support team. You have to find what works for you, and you have to be wise about making these lifestyle changes, because it is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. I've done all the fads, not all of them, but I've tried a good number of them, and they fail miserably.
Remember Fin?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was like,
that was like
governmental trouble. That got, the government had to step in.
It was giving people heart problems and everything.
Yes.
It was a weight loss drug called Fin.
Yes. And it had like Benadryl or some phenamine or something in it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was giving people heart problems.
Oh,
yes.
but they were losing weight.
But it's the wrong kind of weight.
No,
some of them lost so much weight that they went in a casket. That's not good. But
I think I do slightly remember that.
Chelsea Starling Whittington just joined us in the studio. What do you say about the whole issue of?
Well, that whole weighing in thing, first of all, the scale is the devil. Let's just start there, because there are so many more factors other than that number, because you can be 110 pounds and unfit,
right,
and be 200 plus pounds and be fit.
Right.
And so if you're just going by the number and not by all the other things like body mass index, your blood pressure,
exactly,
all of those things, then it's just not fair.
Right.
And so I like the whole supportive line of that you're going down, because one of these days that script might flip. And she may lose the weight, and age sets in with the husband, and he's looking like he's having a baby.
And it's easier for men. That's one thing you have to keep in mind too. It's easier for men to lose weight compared to women. So you can't compare his weight loss to yours. You can't compare your weight loss to anyone, because your body is unique. So again, you have to find what works for you. For me, what I was doing for a while was I was changing something about my diet every month. So 1 month I said no bread. 1 month I said no carbs. Let's switch it up and see what how my body is going to react to it. And there were some months there was no change at all. I said, oh, well, I guess I can have this all the time, because this didn't do anything to the scale. But you have to figure out what works for you. You can't just say, oh, this is what this person does. They're loading up on protein and doing all these meal replacements.
May not work for you.
Meal replacements did not work for me.
Right.
I got hungrier.
But what I found, what I found on my journey,
I was hangry.
I got away. I let go of the scale. I have one, and obviously my doctor has one, but I focused on being healthy, feeling good, and taking care of my body. I call it, those who follow me know, I call it temple maintenance. I'm maintaining my temple to live a long time and to be healthy. And if a few pounds come off or a few muscles develop, then so be it. But I am fortunate to have a spouse who, like you said, is supportive and who loves me just the way I am.
You got to love all of it.
Yes. And so that's helpful.
I think the team approach is one of the best approaches.
Oh, buddy system?
Yes,
absolutely.
Have to. There's a meme actually showing that 185 and how women carry it differently. And it's interesting to see, like, because of height, how weight is dispersed.
Or even muscle.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, because you can weigh a whole lot and be very small, but muscle weighs more than
because
fat.
It's funny when I have this conversation with people and I tell them my real weight, they're like, come on now, you're not that. And I'm like, let's go find a scale then, because I promise you it doesn't look like that on me. I hold it well.
Thing. I get the same thing.
Really?
Actually, I do, but you know what? Because you know what? It's time to shift gears. If somebody wants to write in with a crystal clear moment,
they can definitely go to the iRaiseMovement.com page. There's actually a form there where you can actually submit your letter anonymously now. Or if you just feel bold and you'd like your name attached to it, you can definitely inbox me and send a message. We do keep it anonymous either way. It's really about shedding light on real issues that we all kind of can struggle with, and we want insight on and be able to give that support and that advice.
All right, with that being said, let's jump right into my unmotivational moment for today.
Oh, goodness. I'm nervous. Every time he says this, my palms start to get a little sweaty.
Don't forget, you can actually, here you go, you can subscribe to my unmotivational moments and follow them on Facebook.
By following Just Damion.
Yes, JUSDAMION. Okay, so
this is not a representation of
the show or the radio station. Yes, these words are not reflective of the show or the radio station. So my unmotivational moment is to all the single people out there.
My face just dropped.
Yes. And no, you're not in the age range I'm talking about. So talking about those individuals that are 35 and older. And it really comes down to this. If you're still focused on doing things with your boys, your girls.
Oh, preach.
You're going to be single a long time. You're losing. You're losing in the battle of life. And the reason why I say this is because those individuals that actually focus on just their friends, they lose out constantly because they can't break away from that childish mentality, that childish behavior. Let's be for real. There's nothing wrong with having friends, but you got to put yourself as a priority. And if you're only taking all-girl trips to Cancun and Mexico and Jamaica.
Yeah, take 2 trips.
Yeah.
One with your girl.
Damn, I might even back it up to 30. I don't even know if 35. Yes.
I don't know. Now you're going to step on Crystal's toes.
I mean, you have that time, but you're talking like all the time?
Yes. And I'm seeing that a lot more, especially on social media where kicking it with my girls. I saw a woman a couple of weeks ago posted her passport pic, and instantly the next couple of pictures were her and her girls on a trip. And I'm like, how do you want to proceed in life and actually have that companionship that you so long for, and you're constantly putting it out there, but you're not making yourself available?
Right.
I think part of that is people in that age range may have already been in a serious relationship. And that is that in between. Because I think there's times that you have to reconnect with who you are. And a lot of times that's with your girlfriends.
Okay, well, I will say this.
That's having fun. That's discovering the things you may not have known or things you forgot about yourself.
If you're 35, never been married, don't have any kids, your stock is falling fast.
Ooh.
That's the truth.
Maybe they don't want kids.
I mean, that may be the case, but the thing is, the individuals I know, they constantly talk about they want to have a family, they want to do these things, but they're always posting stuff where they're with their girls.
So what are they saying online? Anybody calling in on this? See, now, if I were driving and listening, I would have called in and said, wait a minute.
You going to say, wait a minute? Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, your stock is
honestly,
falling. Okay,
for guys, they got a little bit more time. Now, the thing is, if you're not investing in something.
Wait, did you say guys have more time?
Yes,
guys actually have more time.
So the girls are losing, but the guys have time.
Yeah, guys have time.
That makes absolutely no sense.
I'm sorry, because you all have created this myth that, women are more mature than men. No, that came way before me.
I'll go with that.
So because of that, guys have more time to give themselves. There's a grace period. So in that grace period, with them getting themselves together, what takes place is they should at least by 40, we'll say by 35, you should be on the way to having a house.
Okay.
I'm talking about owning a home of your own.
Okay.
Having established credit, like real credit.
Real grown man credit.
Right. You're doing some things. You can travel. You can speak to world experiences opposed to just regional things.
I would agree with that. I don't know about the whole they have as much time, because we're also looking at how you all are hanging with your friends and maybe painting a picture of immaturity. And so I really would just say, though, for the ladies and for the gentlemen, it's about balance.
I was just about to say that too.
It's the game of balance, because my husband will tell you that I make time for my friends. And so it's just, you have to plan it out.
Right.
And just make sure that you're not neglecting any duties at home, and I know this question is for the single people, but even when you're married or with someone, you also get those girlfriends that accuse you, oh, you all booed up now, so you don't have time for what we used to do.
Jealousy factor
it just changes, and there's a balance you have to maintain.
To wrap it up, don't forget, ladies, if you're over 35, you're Stockton failed. It's all right. Fellas, if you're 40 in the club, something's wrong with you. You're special. If you're still talking about my boys, there's something wrong with you. If you're living in your mama's basement, then you most definitely have issues.
Ouch.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to put Chelsea Stalling Whittington in the hot seat, and we're going to discuss some things. So stay tuned for all our listeners and followers on Facebook Live. Actually, if you stayed through the pause, when we come back, you have the rest of the show. iRaise Radio.